show you how to shine bright. Let me show you.
It's Madden NFL 23, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC West. It's the Raiders and the Chargers, just ahead on EA Sports.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out the gate between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gunn, and we welcome you to week one of a new NFL season. And partner, no waiting around for either of these teams. We are jumping right into the season with an AFC West rivalry game between the Chargers and the Raiders.
And so much attention on the AFC West as we head into this season. Both of these teams fought their way to winning records last year, and the division was tough then. Very similar teams. Remember, Las Vegas snuck into the playoffs at 10-7. Los Angeles just left out at 9-8, and they had that winner-take-all game to finish it in Week 18 last year. We know that.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway in Southern California. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his third season, it's Justin Herbert.
It feels like hyperbole, but it's actually reality. In only 2 seasons, we've seen Justin Herbert do things rarely or never seen before in the NFL. He's one of only 9 quarterbacks now with a 5,000-yard passing season and made the Chargers a top 5 offense for the first time since 2010. He is also the only quarterback to ever throw at least 30 touchdowns in each of his first 2 seasons and set a record for completions over that same span.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Herbert now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running on first down, Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Allen's got it, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. This from 32 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. As the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
In the midst of a tumultuous 2021 season, the Las Vegas Raiders really turned to their quarterback, Derek Carr, to not only drive their offense, leading to career-high totals from the 8th-year passer and a nearly 5,000-yard season throwing the football, but also his leadership ability. He really grabbed that team and led them to the playoffs for the 2nd time in his career while coming out one of the toughest divisions in football.
The drive starts with a completion left side. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. From just shy of midfield, Carr. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Carr now on 1st down. Catch made, it's Moreau. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a play fake. Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike, and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. After 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Tell you what, not every quarterback is going to stay in the pocket. They sense the pressure coming. He took a hit there, still was able to stay in, make the throw, and complete it for a score.
And a lot of times you see a quarterback take a hit like that, and now all he wants to do is protect the football. Just take the sack and not turn it over. But not in this case. Took the big shot and found his guy downfield.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday night of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Big play that time by Mike Williams, and it picks up a first down, and he's coming off a career-best 76 catches and 1,146 yards last season and was rewarded with a nice extension for his efforts. Definitely hoping to continue his improvement in his 6th season as a Chargers big play threat.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. On 2nd down, Eckler, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Here's Herbert. He'll give this out wide to Eckler. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Abdullah to return. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking deep for Adams. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off Week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Second down, Jacobs once more. Give him 2 yards that time. It's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. It's Eckler again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Herbert now on second down. He gets this out to Spiller. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Herbert now. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Herbert back to the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point good by Hopkins. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Quickly a slant to Renfro. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Carr. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 2nd and 10, we're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? He's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin week one with an absolute barn burner. Two teams with plans on being back here in February. Kansas City and Arizona from the side of Super Bowl 57, Glendale. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in that one. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head east to check out the Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. J.K. Dobbins, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Sterling Shepard, a touchdown reception. On now to a check on the next-gen stats in the first half for the Raiders. And they were able to have some success throwing the football against the secondary. Look for that to continue as they try to break this deadlock. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Yeah, they'll get... run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Once again, it's Jacobs. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive in the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Carr now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. He's got room at the 30. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd down and 7. They'll try the air now with Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Herbert. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. Up to midfield. DeAndre Carter. And he gets this all the way down to the 20. What a return. Almost broke it for 6.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. On first down, it's Herbert. Caught by Allen. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 14-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Complete to Mike Williams. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Eckler again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Disastrous outcome there on third and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Throwing now is Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Now he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now. as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, but I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. With a reception. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Running it with Jacobs, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Jacobs, and he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Las Vegas, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown.